comfortable seated position. Or you can sit on your heels, like so, whatever's comfortable. And once you feel like you're in a comfortable position where you can sit here for about 5 minutes or so, close your eyes. And roll your shoulders up into your ears, and then roll them down your back. Soften your face. Relax your eyes. Start to feel the collarbones right above your heart center widen out towards your shoulders. And take a few deep inhales through the nose. Exhales out the mouth. Let stale air go. Do that twice more. And then one more time there. And this last one, feel a sense of softening through all the tissues, the muscles, the bones. Feel your sit bones drop. And then from there, go ahead and place your right palm on the center of your heart and your left index finger, pointer finger, and middle finger right in the center of your eyebrows. So we have one connection to the heart, one connection to the mind. And just for a moment here, perceive which area beneath the palm or behind the fingertips feels more dominant, has more energy. In other words, do you feel more dominant in your brain in this moment, or in your mind, or in your heart? And just take a moment here to observe, to perceive your experience. And when you sense both areas, when you sense which is more dominant, go ahead and release your hands onto your thighs. You can take your palms to face up. And just take a moment to reflect on the difference between heart and mind. And in your own way, whatever it means to you, begin to equalize. Send energy, attention, life force to the area that needs it more. So noticing if you are more dominant in the brain, how can you direct your awareness, your energy towards your heart? And conversely, if you were more dominant in the heart, how can you equalize that energy in your brain? Take a moment here. When you feel like you've equalized both parts of the body, the heart and the brain, go ahead and place your right palm back on your heart and your left pointer finger and middle finger back to the space between the eyebrows. And again, perceive that equalness of heart and brain. Now I'd like you to come up with a positive affirmation, a thought, a mantra about your life. Allow it to be visceral, allow it to be very real in that you can see it, but also you can feel it. So we're seeing it with that space between the fingertips, but we're feeling it in that space beneath the palm. Bridging our feelings with our thoughts. Allow that feeling, that gratitude of that positivity, that positive affirmation you have about your life. Allow it to really pervade your whole body. Start to feel energy growing, warmth, anything at all, sensations beneath your palm. Maybe give yourself a little smile. Really enjoy this sensation as we make the feelings and the thoughts real. As we bring it into your present experience. Really sit with that and let that carry forward into your practice today. When you're ready, go ahead and release your hands. Keep your eyes sealed. Bring your palms together at the heart. And just slightly tuck your chin to your chest. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Just gently start to flutter your eyes open, gazing at your fingertips. And now as you inhale, reach your fingertips, your arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, interlace the fingers and push the palms straight up towards the sky. Awesome. Good. Squeeze the arm bones in towards the ears. Relax your shoulders a little bit. Tendency is to hike here. Now rooting through the sit bones, take an inhale, lift the palms. On your exhale, go ahead and side bend over to your right. And sitting heavier in the left sit bone, reaching that left rib, that left side body up towards the ceiling 1 more inch. Good. And then gently inhale, lift the arms back up. Exhale, over to the left. Just shine the rib cage on the right side over to the right hand wall. Squeeze the elbows in just a tiny bit more. Inhale, lift the arms up. Good. Exhale, place your palms right on your thighs. So if you're sitting Indian style, that's great. If you're sitting on your heels, that's also great. Just find what's most comfortable here. Now, as you inhale, think about dragging your hands back on your thighs. Allow that to peel your heart forward as you come into a gentle back bend. Think cow pose, just sitting up. Good. And as you exhale, push the skin away from your hip bones, round through the spine. Draw your belly button in, feel the shoulder blades widen across the back, chin tucks. And then inhale like you're peeling your hands back along your thighs, lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. There you go. Exhale, round through the spine, dome your back, pull your navel in and up. Good, let's do that twice more, mirroring breath to movement. And exhale. Good, last one, inhale. Perfect, and exhale, round. Okay, we're gonna make our way onto our backs now. So come into the position where you can lie comfortably on your back and bend your knees, take your feet flat to the floor. So we're gonna be doing some back bending, but we're gonna open the body properly so that our back bends feel healthy and good. So placing the feet here, just in line with the hip bones, toes are facing forward. Go ahead and slide your shoulders away from the ears just for a moment. Draw the shoulder blades together. And then from there, start to scoop your tailbone towards your heels. As you do that, press down into the feet. Inhale, lift your hips all the way up for bridge pose. So first bridge pose, you may feel a little bit tight in the hip flexors, especially if you sit at a desk all day long. Notice what tends to happen here. The knees want to widen out, and that's from the glutes really activating. So we definitely want to squeeze the glutes, but not too much to where the knees want to splay out. Think about squeezing a block between the thighs. And then push down into the big toe, the center of the foot, and lift the hips 1 more inch. Good. Send your tailbone towards your knees as you scoop your low belly in and up. From there, if it feels good, start to slide one shoulder underneath you. And then the other shoulder underneath you, drawing the shoulder blades together, maybe reaching the hands
underneath your back, interlacing the fingers and pressing the wrists, the forearms down. Now, from there, great opportunity to work on the neck muscles. So slightly tuck the chin towards your chest, lengthen the back of your skull towards the back of your mat, and press the back of your neck down into the floor. So to feel that stretch. Good. At this point, you may feel some warmth in the backs of the legs. Keep that and breathe. It's a very gentle back bend, a great way to start. We'll keep the practice pretty gentle as it's evening time. Good. From there, release your fingertips from their interlacing and lower your spine down, starting with the upper back, middle back, lower back, and then finally your hips. Separate your feet, hips width distance apart. Knock your knees right and left. Notice how that feels. Let some heat go. Awesome. Take a few sways, a few windshield wipers, and then when you're ready, scoop your belly button in, take your knees to your chest, and do the same thing. Rock side to side in a little ball. Massage out the low spine. Maybe make circles on the ceiling with the knees, and then maybe go the other way. Awesome. So part of back bending is core, so we will do a little bit of core work as well. Once you've found some movement in the low back, start to just find momentum in your rocking and rolling of the length of your spine. Good. Do that a few times. And then once you find momentum, don't hit me, easy momentum, have the seat on your sit bones. You can plant your feet just for a moment, or you can keep them lifted. Now from there, tendency is to want to round through the spine. I'd like you to lift your chest up towards the ceiling and roll your shoulders back once again. Good. Start to maybe point your toes if they're lifted, otherwise they're down. Okay, and then maybe the arms come forward. Now, from here, we're going to inhale, extend as we lower onto our sacrums, onto our low backs. And then exhale, use your core, pull the knees back in towards the chest, crunch, back into boat pose. Good. And inhale, extend. Now, if this is too much, you'll take your hands alongside your body or your forearms down and continue in this way. Okay. But we're just working through the core. We're thinking about the rib cage knitting together to lift the legs back up, not so much pull the chest forward. Just turning on these muscles, starting to feel them work. We've got about 5 more. Keeping the collarbone spread. 4. Good. 3. And 2. And 1 more. Fun way to hop into a tabletop position. Cross at the shins, plant your hands. Come into tabletop, hands and knees. All right, so tabletop position. Hands are right underneath the shoulders and knees are right underneath the hips. Let's just sway forward and back a few times. Okay. All right, now from there, walk your hands forward to the top edges of your mat. Take your hips over your knees where they should be, and then just go ahead and lift your sit bones as you drop your chest towards the floor. Okay, now if you're really flexible in the neck, your chin will come down, otherwise forehead down towards the floor. Good. Now if you feel any pinching in the shoulders, please place the pinky side of your hand down towards the floor so that your thumb side faces upward. And breathe here. Feel this openness in the chest cavity. Feel this gentle back bend. Maybe massage out the third eye center or the forehead. Maybe shake your hips side to side a few times. Notice the tendencies here. Start to feel the back of your heart sink towards the floor. Okay, on your inhale, looking forward. On your exhale, shift your body weight forward. And as you lengthen your legs back, come onto your belly for Sphinx pose. Pointing the toes back, press the toenails into the floor. Keep the big toes turned in slightly. And now press your hip points down into the floor. Elbows are forward of the shoulders by an inch or so. Now spreading the fingertips to pull the forearms back, although they won't move. As you do that, think about the shoulder blades peeling into the back of your heart as you spread your collarbones and lift your gaze. It's a nice, gentle heart opener here. Truly close your eyes and think about the space surrounding your heart really opening to let your heart shine. Good. Keep squeezing your buttocks, pressing your hip bones into the floor. Take one more breath here. Okay, listen carefully. Tuck your toes underneath you. Press down to the forearms. On your inhale, just lift your hips and your body. Keep the elbows down. We're in forearm plank. Pause. Hold. So in forearm plank, you want to think, let the legs help you here. Squeeze the quadriceps. Pull the ribs in, pull the belly button in. Keep sending the collarbones forward, keeping the neck long, crown of the head reaches forward. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Awesome. Now from there, start to walk the hands to the mat as you press up into a high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, hips reach up and back for downward facing dog. Ah, we made it. All right, first down dog, pedal out the feet. Do what feels good here. Start to rotate the arm bones, the triceps back. Relax the head a little bit. Shake it out. Now, down dog's a really great way to practice a soft back bend. So what I want you to think about doing is bending the knees a lot and sending the hips, the sit bones up just one more inch. Press your chest towards your thighs. Good. Keep the arms engaged. Keep pressing into the finger pads. Awesome. Now, from there, inhale, shift your weight forward into a high plank. Your choice how you want to go down. Exhale either with the knees or not. Lower all the way down to the mat, belly down. On your inhale, point your toes, press down, lift the heart, use your back muscles. Cobra. Exhale, press down, tuck the toes, downward dog. Great. Okay, from there, look forward and bend your knees. Breathe in. Exhale, step forward to the top of your mat, any way that feels best for you. Separate your feet, hips width distance apart. Spread the toes for a moment, take a look. Really, really, really spread them, maybe give them a wiggle. And then bend the knees here, let your belly rest right on top of your thighs. Shake out your hips. Let the crown of your head hang very heavy. Maybe grab for opposite elbows. Maybe take your hands and release them at the nape of your neck. Inhale, press your hands to your shin bones, reach your heart forward, flatten out your spine. Exhale, rebend the knees, navel to spine and fold. Push down with the feet now. Inhale, lift the arms straight up towards the sky. Squeeze your buttocks. Listen carefully. On your exhale, hands come to opposite elbows and use your finger pads like they're little teepees, pulling up on the elbows. Take an inhale as you lift. Exhale, side bend to the right, press the hips to the left. Keeping the core active, the glutes active. Inhale, lift back up, peel elbows up, exhale to the other side. Inhale, lift tall now. Take your forearms behind your head. Exhale, all you're doing is looking slightly up, pressing the back of your skull into your forearms like a little pillow. Keep squeezing the glutes, keep squeezing the legs, lift your chest 1 inch. It's not really a back bend, but it is a back bend. Awesome. Okay, inhale, arms reach tall. Exhale, fold forward, forward fold. Good, inhale, give me halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step your left leg back for a lunge. Lower your left knee to the floor. Great. Okay, now check yourself out for a moment. You can keep the back toes tucked or untucked. But what I want you to think about doing is really sending that back leg back. So we got a nice big stretch through that hip flexor, and you're not putting pressure right on the kneecap, right? The weight is at the top of the knee, so the lowest portion of the thigh. And then from there, I want you to just think about moving back and forth, maybe taking your front leg forward and back. And if you need to take one hand off of the mat to do that, that's totally fine. But start to feel the thigh bone and the hip joint here. Awesome. All right, now from there, scissor the thighs together. Start to think about that, scissoring the thighs together. Now as you inhale, lift your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Pull the belly button in, knit the ribs together, send the tailbone down, exhale, opposite elbows with the finger pads. Press the back of your skull into your arms like a pillow, breathe in, just lift your chest towards your chin 1 inch. Perfect. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Okay, from here, lift your back knee up on the inhale, place your back heel down for a warrior one stance. Great. So you're a little bit wider than heel to heel. Back heel is down, front toes face forward. On your inhalation, sweep your arms straight up for warrior one. Start to peel the right hip slightly back and the left hip just slightly forward while keeping that back edge of the foot down. Good, lunge slightly forward into the front knee. And start to turn this left rib cage forward just 1 inch. Good, breathe in, lift the fingertips, keep the legs. Exhale, reach around with the arms, interlace your fingers behind your back. Send your knuckles downward as you open through the chest. Inhale here, gaze goes up. Exhale, 2 options. Humble warrior, belly rests right on top of the front thigh. Level 2, elbow right into, shoulder right into the inside of the front leg. Bowing the head. 1 more breath. On your exhale, release your hands to the floor to frame your front foot. From there, left hand stays down. Keep the back heel grounded. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, right hand down. Step your right leg to meet your left. High plank. Hold. Hold high plank. Awesome. For 3. For 2. For 1, shift forward, inhale. Knees or not, exhale, bend the elbows lower. Your choice if you want to do up dog, inhale, cobra. Up dog is straightening the arms, lifting the hips, rolling the shoulders back. Tuck the toes, belly button pulls in, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Perfect. Okay, bend the knees again. Breathe in, look forward, inhale. Exhale, step forward, top of your mat, fold. Beautiful. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale and refold. Good. Push down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, opposite elbows. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Step the right leg back. Perfect. Lower the back knee. Good. Start to oscillate through the hip. Just 1 couple breaths. And then when you're ready, start to scissor the thighs. Inhale, arms rise up. So we're stretching out the hip flexors because we're going to work a little back bend in a minute. Okay, now with the arms up, go ahead and bend at the elbows. Grab for opposite elbows. Pull the ribs in, breathe in. Look up. Just lift the chest towards the chin. Think about the shoulder blades pressing into the back of your heart. Great. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come to the floor to frame the front foot. Lift the back knee, ground the back heel, straighten the back leg. Inhale for warrior one, arms rise up. Good, stay here. Exhale, find your positioning. Left hip back, right hip forward. Perfect. From there, breathe in, lift the arms, keep the legs. Breath out, reach around, interlace your fingers. Send the knuckles down as you lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, your choice with your humble warrior. Bow the head, lift the knuckles. Feel that chest open. Good. From there, release your hands to frame your front foot. Keep the back heel just how it is, grounded. Right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm comes up. So we're in a warrior one stance with an easy twist. Exhale, place your left hand down and step your left leg to meet your right for high plank hold. High plank hold. For 3. For 2. For 1. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, take your cobra or your upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. All right. From there, shift forward, breathe in. On your breath out, lower to your belly. Point your toes back, inhale, reach your arms out to a T, right hand's gonna stay down. Press your left palm into the floor, roll to your right side. Bend your left knee and take your foot flat to the floor. So if this is a lot on your shoulder, you'll take your fingertips lower, your arm lower. If you feel like you've got the flexibility, you'll take your arm in line with your shoulder. Good, breathe. What I want you to think about doing here is really thinking about the shoulder blade, again, pressing into the middle, the upper portion of your back, right behind the heart. And you'll feel how that kind of separates the front of your chest. It creates this opening through the chest cavity. As we stretch the shoulder, the pecs, this is useful for the pose we will do in a moment. Take one more breath here. Perfect. Inhale, reach your left arm all the way to the left. Now come back to your belly. Exhale, roll to the other side. Bend the right leg. Right foot comes flat. So assess your sides. Differences are normal. Breathe. Notice where you're gripping, where you can soften. And then press the back of your shoulder blade right into the back of your heart and feel that opening through the chest. Just spread the collarbones apart. One more breath here. Good, inhale, sweep your arms back, come to your belly again. All right, exhale, reach around now and interlace your fingers at your low back. Okay, now from there, turn your toes slightly inward, so pigeon toe the feet just a smidge. Press your toenails firmly into the floor. Now squeeze the palms of your hands together and send your knuckles down towards your heels. So you're already creating this space in the neck. Now gazing slightly forward on the mat, press the tops of the feet down, press your hip bones down and squeeze your buttocks. From there, inch your chest forward 1 inch. Inhale, lift. Lift the chest, keep pressing toenails down, keep pressing hip points down. Core is active, glutes are slightly active. Keep reaching the chest forward, spreading the collarbones, sending the crown of the head forward. Take another inhale, lift 1 more inch. Exhale, release. Either one hand on top of the other, resting the forehead down, or finding a moment where you can take one cheek to the mat. We'll do that twice more in different modifications. It may feel nice to windshield wiper the feet. So the idea, guys, is that we're finding this heart opening, this bending from the thoracic spine and the middle spine, not so much the low back, yeah? Okay, so we're gonna do that one again. You can totally choose to interlace the fingers. This time what we're gonna do is take the finger pads to the floor, make like little teepees, okay, and do the same exact thing. So I want you to think that you can almost reach your fingertips towards your feet, yeah, and then plant the finger pads down, press the toenails down. Again, press the hip bones into the floor. Send the crown of your head forward, chest forward. Inhale, lift. Stay for the exhale. Okay, now from here, just lift the arms, pinkies up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Feel the back muscles. Exhale, lower down. Either take your opposite cheek to the floor or one hand on top of the other. Completely relax. Maybe you windshield wiper the shins again. We have one more variation. You can always choose to do the previous two. Okay. Bend your knees. Now again, if this is challenging for you, go ahead and just do one of the previous two movements. We're gonna reach back for our feet. So grabbing the tops of the feet, okay? Try not to strain to do it. If you feel like you're straining to do it, try something else. Do the last one we did, okay? Now from here, draw the knees in towards one another so they line up with the hip bones. And start to kick the feet into the hands. Press your hip bones down, hip bones down, hip bones down. As you do that, peel your ribs, your chest forward. Look slightly forward. On the inhalation, kick so hard into your feet that your legs lift and your upper body lifts and you're balancing right on your belly. Keep squeezing your buttocks. Keep pulling your chest right forward. Shoulder blades into the back of the heart, 1 more inch. And release. Rest one hand down, maybe the other. Take a moment. From here, go ahead and take your hands right beside your rib cage and slowly lift up onto hands and knees. Good. Walk your feet forward. Have a seat. Okay, extend your legs out in front of you. We're gonna do a little bit of a twist and then we'll get to some resting. So go ahead and take your right leg, bend it, and cross your right foot over your left thigh. Great. Now you can stay here or you can bend your bottom leg as well, but it's not needed. And then from there, right hand behind you, inhale, lift your left arm all the way up. Exhale, sweep your left arm around your right leg and give it a hug. Okay, this is a little bit more of an evening version of this pose. It's not as intense. Roll your right shoulder blade back, lift your chest 1 inch, breathe in. Exhale, peel, twist towards the back of your mat. Simultaneously, start to press your bent leg into your hand, the hand that's cupping it. Feel that stretch along the hip. Straight leg is active. One more breath here. Good. Exhale, release. Lengthen the right leg. Inhale, bend the left. Cross it over the right. Your choice if you want to bend the right leg or not. Left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm comes all the way up. Exhale, sweep it over your bent leg. Give it a hug. Good. Breathe in, lift the heart. Breathe out, twist 1 inch. Turn towards the back of your space. Now really think about pressing your chest, hugging it towards your thigh, keeping the spine nice and tall. Keep the straight leg active if it's straight. And start to press the bent knee into your arm. One more breath here. Good. Release. Exhale. Okay, from there, extend your legs forward in front of you and slowly roll onto your back. Slowly, nice and slow. You can start to kind of work your way down 1 inch at a time. Once you're down, take your knees to your chest. We're gonna just do a counter stretch. Start to rock the legs over your head until you find some momentum. Do not kick me. I'll move. Okay. There we go. Okay, once you've got that, hands come to your low back. Yeah, top pose. Good. And supporting the hips where they are. Keeping the chin tucked. Start to feel that length around the neck. And then from there, slowly start to make your way back. Any other pose is welcome in this moment. I'm just going to take knees to the chest, rock side to side a few times. Pick up your head, draw your head towards your knees, big squeeze through all the muscles. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Legs go long, arms go long. Shavasana. Namaste, friends. Namaste. You can lay here for a little bit.